Okay, answer the questions that will probably be going on about right now because I had to exit the broadcast, start a new one because of the fucking shenanigans that my internet's having today. I'm in the
Well,
want to
we
go
also
on.
still got the video, so we're gonna be using this for the questions and answers as well.
All right. Well, first explain what you were trying to, and I'll come back to it, and you can give me a summary and fill Libra in on what's going on. Okay?
I'll
Do a
do
little
that first
catch up
because
for
Chris
Libra.
already knew
I
where we
gotta
were.
eat. I gotta grab some food. Eating will take me like less than 5 minutes.
Libra.
Okay?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay. It was one of the fandom ministers, obviously, but this one is called. Are you familiar with Heel versus Babyface?
No, because I haven't been keeping up with what's going on with the Fandom, so
Well, I don't
I
know
have
if you
no
ever
idea.
heard of him. That's why.
No.
So he basically said the Loki episode was trash, but his take of it was awful because there have been many sci-fi shows that have done something similar to this, and these are shows that come to find out he has praised in the past. So Marvel is doing something very similar, but he's trashing it. Why? Not because he has any arguments, because it's just Marvel. Because mind you, they can't talk shit about Star Wars because Star Wars fans are starting to fight them back and tell them to get the fuck off from the community. The same with Disney, and it's funny how, come and find out, Jon Favreau and all those people, like the good people at Lucasfilm, don't even acknowledge the fandom menace because they don't endorse them either. So they said Star Wars is for everyone, not just for old school people. We want to include everyone the right way.
Right.
And there's a way to doing that. So that's and Keel's not live streaming again yet, is he? I gotta check.
No.
Okay. They're developing the multiplayer for The Last of Us 2. Factions will be its own it'll be its own multiplayer. Or it'll be its own game. Like basically they'll make it, sell it as its own standalone, and it'll have its own campaign. I said I'll probably play that because you'll be able to create your own character. I said fine, I can be me. And I won't make stupid fucking decisions. Because they said it'll have a decision choice system. Shit. I think I might give that a chance and call that the real Last of Us 2.
You go ahead. I'm not touching anything with The Last of Us 2.
Well, no, Factions is not going to be a part of Last of Us 2. Factions is going to be its own thing now.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said I'm more open to that. What's that, Kayla? Oh, I thought that was something for Final Fantasy.
The two were just arguing for over an hour, and then all of a sudden they just.
And then
somehow get
now
along.
everybody, both Xbox gamers, PlayStation gamers, and PC gamers are gonna force JTech to either do these debates or they're all gonna file reports to YouTube to have him removed from the platform.
But I thought JTech's immune because of
If
certain...
it's simultaneous reports, like if you get, I guess, a certain amount in a certain amount of time, and if it's coming from like high level channels, they will listen.
I see.
Yeah, but me and this guy was having a fucking royale on Twitter, and he is so fucking. Everyone is like shocked. Like, True, somebody actually put a tweet saying John has you dead to rights right here. True, he has you 50-50 right now. Right when he heard that he didn't like it, he put the tweet protection. He didn't like that he.
Yeah, but somehow he thinks I'm not a threat, and he says I'm stalking him for proving him wrong. Then he sends his fans to subscribe to me, and then I had these two guys saying, oh, stop being obsessed. There's something called grass and go outside. I'm like, fucking really? Shut the fuck up. Just get out of here.
Yeah, seriously. I'm trying to keep an eye open in case he makes a video trashing, because he went back to fucking parading me. He put all my videos on his channel. Like, as the, like...
Oh, but I guess if he does that, that's not stalking. But if I show a couple tweets and all that stuff...
Yeah, get this. I blasted him on Twitter for that, and he took it right off.
Did you screen cap everything before...
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Go to Twitter.
So...
If you go to Twitter and check.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you did that. All right. I was thinking maybe you didn't have access to it after you screen court.
Oh no! I screen capped it the moment somebody. I made it seem like someone else.
Your laptop is out of commission. Remember?
No, from the phone.
Oh, you did from the phone. That's.
I
right.
went to YouTube on the phone.
Ah, yeah. I forgot about that.
I'm not fucking crazy. He took it right off.
But anyways, I'm putting my videos on list until these stupid white knights calm their tits.
No! Don't do that. You know why? Let them pile up in my absence. Because then it'll give me time to work on something.
Like what do you have in mind?
I'll get all them. I'm gonna screen cap as much as I can from my phone. Send them to my send them to Keo on Discord so he can remessage them to me. Download them to my computer and blast his community and him if he tries something stupid. Because that means if he breaks his condition,
I'll put him back on public again.
Okay.
I just got enough of I just had enough of their stupidity, so I put them on listed for a bit.
But at the times when you be doing that, I'd be trying to get what I need. That's why I'd be like, Libra, why'd you delete that?
I didn't delete it. I put it unlisted. I don't put anything deleted. I just put things unlisted, maybe.
Well, no, I was talking about the dot guy thing. Like, that was the first example I was going to give you.
Oh, the him. Yeah, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have hit his comment, but I was... Oh.
I forget it now, because now if they keep doing this, it'd be much simpler now to get on the ass.
Alright, hang on. Let me put the videos back on public.
Because I want to see... I fucking want to see him say something to me.
I just get so frustrated over the stupidity. Them and then Rogue Inquisitor. It just really
Rogue Inquisitor. He needs to let me be the last one that talks. He doesn't fucking progress himself either. So he needs to shut his ass. That fucking...
Alright,
I don't want to sound fucked up at that Canadian Prime Heretic.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Well, I already put him in his place. Trust me, if he's around where I live, oh, he's fucking burned. He's getting grilled. I'll report him right to the police.
I also called I called True, the fucking PC JTech, just minus the dick pics. And he couldn't count it.
You want to talk about bullying when you go after people with disabilities? This is disgusting
and smaller channels. You never go after one bigger unless it's the casual stuff people go at, unless it's the easy stuff that everyone already does.
Damn, somebody made a sock account about this? Damn.
What? What sock account?
Some guy named Rouge the Bat. He's got tits and a dick between its... What the fuck is it? What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people?
Oh, and let Quarian know that JTech is still avoiding his shit, because guess what? JTech was streaming today. And what's today? Wednesday. This ain't a weekend yet.
I know.
I'm high, but I'm not crazy.
Alright, I'm gonna put the videos on public now, and you go read that stupid comment, because, that's kind of disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
You have a picture of Rouge the Bat, and she's titty fucking.
Yeah, I still see the video, the deep analysis.
Yeah, but I'm putting them all in public.
The other ones, yeah.
Yeah.
I like my tech priest photo.
You guys need to leave Retro alone. I didn't go after Retro, dumbass. This is an old video. Oh my god.
Who said that?
This guy named Rosaback. He sounds like a Drake Lord person.
Tell him it's old and just a
Okay,
fuck
what
off.
the hell did I miss? What the hell did I miss? What the hell did I
Fuck
miss?
those bitches.
Well, bitches need to be fucked anyway. Okay, that was sexist.
Keo, call Hanzo. Call your ancestor. We need his might.
What happened? We were talking about the MCU. Chris says he's sorry he's late. His stupid internet connection sucks.
Wait, you're live streaming at the moment?
Yeah, I have been for like the past 20 minutes. Apparently.
Oh my god, me and
10
Libra
minutes.
fucking had that. Oh shit.
I told you I'm live streaming. Keep the
So we
audience
damn that
entertained.
rant went on blast. That rant must have entertained them. That okay, fuck it. That was the pause subject.
For Logan Paul or the.
No, when you left, since you weren't part of the main conversation, we just had an intermission conversation.
Okay. What was the topic?
And it was all hell on earth.
Okay.
You already know.
Okay.
This Rooster Bat's a fucking idiot.
Man,
Okay,
Roos the
okay.
Alright, back to Loki. Roos can suck my dick later. Anyway, I'm gonna play with
my
this.
dick later.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say this. I don't want to say this joke because I'm trying to get back to Loki. Go nip me a kill, bitch. Okay, back to Loki.
It's all mapped out. There is no deviation from that. You can't change anything. Essentially, you have no free will.
Okay, that's the same thing with the description of religion in what some people believe, where our fates are tied to, like, some people back then believed their fates were tied to different gods.
Quit
You know,
going,
this is shit
keep
that's
the thing going. I know time travel. I hate the concept of fate in them. You know me. Keep going.
Life is just going the way that it was mapped out by these 3 space lizards.
Okay, they made the Watchers lizards.
No, they didn't.
Okay, never mind. Okay, that's all I have.
Should we have any investment in characters anymore? Why should we have any investment in any heroes anymore? Because anything that happens, that was the way it was always meant to be. None of the decisions that anyone makes actually are from themselves and will alter the course of events. Because those events, according to space lizards, already happen. Already happen. Makes for a very boring watch. Let's get into some
You
of the
find
bits and
Twinkies
pieces,
exciting.
Okay. We start off with a clip from the end of Endgame, where Loki's been captured, and he gets taken down, and then he gets the Tesseract, and then he vanishes. He arrives on a planet.
It's not a planet. He landed in Mongolia. Fat fuck.
Desert-ish planet.
Has he already
It
seen the
said it.
episode?
Natives.
Yes, but he cuts out the part because it gives you title credits at the bottom to where the locations take
Oh,
place.
I just need to know if he saw the episode because you were telling me about someone who got all the information wrong because he didn't watch the episode.
No, he still watched it and he got the information wrong.
Okay, got it.
Being the god of mischief. Somebody who's just fallen from the sky. Loki takes the high ground on a rock and starts to give his I am Loki of Asgard type of business. But they just take the piss out of him. Oh yeah. They just mock him. Just Loki's a joke.
Mongolians never heard of Loki, you dumbass.
Mongolia.
Nothing sets your character up.
Thank you! Hold on. I'm a quick pause. Let me just, please, can I go on a tangent?
Go right ahead. I haven't gotten to dissecting the time travel yet. You're free to go.
Heel versus Babyface. The subtitle at the bottom of the fucking screen said he landed in Mongolia, away from the thing. He was still on Earth. He didn't warp to a different planet. You clearly see there's a fucking Mongolian people. The tribal people, none the fucking less. You stupid prick.
Okay.
Not only, I mean, that's kind of fucking racist that he doesn't even know that he didn't even acknowledge that. So he basically called Mongolians aliens.
Okay, John.
God.
Okay, you can calm down. All right. Christopher says Babyface didn't pay attention to spam. We understand. I'm gonna have what John wants me to do, Chris, is dissect what the fuck he did wrong.
And then plus, Loki always gives his speech because this is him from fucking Avengers 1 when he was cocky. Again, how many fucking brain cells? I'm autistic and I'm smarter than you, you fucking albino gorilla.
God damn.
I even fucking paid attention to this goddamn episode.
Okay,
Shit.
keep going. Play the clip. It's okay. You can dive in it. I'll be able to dive in aneurysm.
The character. It's not how you set up your character. Then we get diverse body type, woman of color, time cop, who comes in and easily knocks out Loki. Obviously.
Quick side note. Anybody that controls time are beyond people within existence in many sci-fi genres.
John, I'll get to the time travel part later. You keep your going.
But no, I want to point out one more thing.
Keep going. I want to hear what this guy has to say before we can. You've already seen it. I haven't.
To this time nexus place, essentially, where these people monitor the passage of time that has been determined by 3 space lizards, making sure that nobody deviates from that, and if they do, they capture them and they kill them.
They don't kill them, they arrest them or kill them.
Unless they can be plot back in the timeline that won't affect anything further. They
That
stick
makes
a collar
sense.
on Loki, which allows them to sort of rewind time, so if he tries to jump at anyone, they press a button and he gets zapped back to where he was. Ha ha ha. They try and have some terrible humor at the start. Oh.
There was no... It
Just
actually
keep
was...
the guy going. Stop playing. I need to hear what he says.
I don't know if it's the writer, but somebody involved in the construction of the show really likes Fallout. And so they said to themselves, hey, why don't we steal everything about Fallout?
Easter egg.
From the quirky robots with the smiley
It's been called an Easter egg already, actually.
all the way through to little cartoons. Little cartoons which show how the passage of time goes about.
Quick pause, Keo. This is to help you real quick. I'm not telling you anything about to happen, but this is an explanation that you would even say is a creative way to explain the rules of this, what's going on in this show.
Basically, the quick and dirty exposition, which is basically give you a little chibi cartoon, so something to laugh at, but it's also massive exposition. I understand quick and dirty exposition.
Yes.
Okay, keep going.
It's all completely and utterly ripped off from Fallout.
Not really. They look different.
Okay. One thing. Pause him. Now I have to ask you questions.
Okay.
What was it inspired by Fallout?
It was inspired. It didn't look 100% at all. It just uses the whole, you know, that style of
the black
Pip-Boy?
and white, and like it's from the 40s.
No. Yeah, the cartoon, the little cartoon of explanation.
Look. Okay.
It's shot like that with the explanation, but the robot looked more like if you took the Fallout robot and made him look like the robot from Lost in Space.
Okay. Now, what is the I don't know if I can stand 20 minutes of this guy's voice. It's already annoying me. What is his hold down argument?
He's just basically looking for reasons to call the episode trash, and he's ignoring key points that there's shit in the show that answers his questions, and he's just being ignorant.
Okay. What is this ignorant? All right. Is there any way
he's ignorant of the rules? No,
right.
Not really, because everything is detailed. This is the kind of video that
it doesn't make sense. All right. Yeah. So I need to know what form of time travel we're using. Okay.
Well, they're getting to that part. He's gonna probably explain it poorly, but where he explains it poorly, I'll fix it for you, because he'll show the video playing, and I'll be able to see it too.
All right. I just need to know what time travel we're using, and then you can just cut him out, okay? Because I can.
Okay,
really
we're dealing. That's the thing. If he pulls it up, let me just skim through to see if he pulls it. No, he skims it. Okay. Okay, we're dealing with multiple timelines of multiverses.
Okay. The multiverse
We're dealing with
theory.
the multiverse.
All right.
Yes. So our timeline obviously
can be one of many.
No, but the main. What I'm trying to say is, in the rules of the MCU is supposed to be the main timeline. So any changes has already created the different multiverse timelines. This is how you could think. Tobey Maguire, Peter Parker was one thing because of the effect of something, and then Andrews, and then now Tom Holland's.
Okay, so you have the, oh god, I can't think of the fact. Cause and the effect. Alright, so this is the multiverse theory, and that's one of the things, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, and every verse has its own kind of continuity, correct? But the main MCU from Infinity War is the true timeline, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Alright. And what has people pissed off about that? Because I can explain it.
Give me 1 quick second, because I'm answering an important text.
Sorry, I'm getting rid of a few Frenchies.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, we're dealing with that, and the multiverse type thing. So, explain your thing one more time so I can recall.
Alright, we have the multiverse, but the true timeline is the MCU timeline with the Endgame,
yes,
correct?
the MCU is the true timeline, but the other timelines that we could think of
are the multiverse timeline of the many branching timelines. Alright, I got to that. What is people's problem?
Well, specifically his problem, because nobody else has a problem. Actually, people have been surprised.
Him and Star Wars girl.
Yes.
That's their fucking problem.
I didn't see Star Wars Girls. I just seen his. He is basically saying that he feels the time disrupting stuff makes no sense then. But that's how comics are.
All right.
And people like the comics. Do you disprove the comics then?
All right. This guy has an ego the size of Michigan. Lake Michigan. Or Michigan.
He looks like a white EDP.
I don't care. I'm just trying to pull an insult right off the bat, okay?
I know. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me put something back on the shelf over here.
He probably has not read a lot of science fiction, and especially either.
He only has knowledge of Star Wars and just barely.
So he hasn't watched like Stargate, Deep Space Nine, any of that shit.
No. This is I think he compared this to Stargate, but it's done pretty similar, and I think if you're gonna be inspired to do it in that way, do it from Stargate.
I'm throwing out shows that have done that, okay? Because I need to throw references. All right.
Yes.
Look, Kyo, according to Babyface, I'm explaining this guy's an idiot to begin with, okay? Christopher, he's a freaking idiot. Okay? You want to know the rules of time travel in general, time travel. For one, time travel is a narrative cheat. Again, I will constantly say that.
And the show also explained that there is some fucking consequences because there is something that can happen.
There is always a cause. Can I finish? I'm about to say, time travel.
That's what I'm saying. You know that
I know
you'd
love
part.
To interject, but just let me freaking finish the entire lecture.
I'm letting you know this is your part. You know this part.
Alright, so we're dealing with... There will always be one timeline. One true timeline. That's the MCU timeline with Endgame. That has been stated by all of you all in chat and John and Christopher, okay? There's that timeline. then that means there's the one beginning and end timeline. This is where this guy's probably fucking his mind up because he's trying to throw that timeline in with the multiverse theory.
God damn it!
Because what
Hold
they're
on.
trying to do,
I gotta
and
pause that real quick and just answer anything else from Chris real quick because my mom needs me to call her.
now, Chris, did WandaVision create multiverse timelines, multi-timelines? Like they kind of hinted at in Endgame, that there are multiple, realities. Chris, come on, I'm begging for you. I need some answers here, buddy.
Okay.
I wouldn't
Brush me
say
up now. What has
WandaVision created
happened?
pocket dimensions with the sound of Wanda. I don't care about pocket visions. I need to know one
No,
thing.
Keo. That's a factor in this.
I know,
for this show.
I know that, but one of the things I know this is involving the time travels and pocket dimensions are a separate entity. Okay.
No, I'm
dimensions-
saying the episode in this episode made it. They're one and the same.
Okay, whatever.
In the MCU, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay,
no, he's
so
right on this.
Okay, I understand pocket dimensions, what pocket dimensions are. I want to know about when they saw an Endgame, which I'm pretty sure happened in Endgame. I briefly remember that, okay? I saw it briefly. I was pretty much in a fever state most of it. When I remember them seeing, they were seeing many versions of what they could be and could not be. With the fucking magical time stone. Let's just call that it. That fucking time stone's magic. The rest were quantum
That's what it is.
physics.
No, you're not wrong.
Okay? That time stone was magic. Okay? So, they have already established within the main timeline, the characters in the main timeline, with rest in peace, Tony Stark. Why you gotta die? Why you gotta die, Robert Downey Jr.? I know your contract went up, but damn it. At least you went out like a beast.
I'm gonna give you some hope because they explain multiverses.
I know
and
multiverses.
MCU,
I know multiverses.
They've been talking about we
bring
could
them
see
back in
Tony Stark in another way.
Hey. Oi,
Oh.
Oi, I'm still explaining. Alright. What I'm saying is, in the main timeline, they are fully aware of the concept of multi-timelines. Correct. This is down to yes or no questions now. Because of the magical time stone. I ain't never gonna let that rest. But time travel itself is still a theory. Okay, so they are aware of it. This Loki is a Loki that was brought to this pocket dimension, which has to be a place outside of time. Because that's one way pocket dimensions can work. You can make it a place outside of time itself to give the time traveler exposition dump 101. Which is probably what the show did and what the guy's bitching about. Am I on point so far? They used the pocket dimension as a way to give the Loki, this Loki that hasn't had a lot of character development that he got through Ragnarok, the Two World one, and what was the other one? Shit. Infinity War. John.
Hold on real quick.
Fuck you. I have to give explanation on time travel and you're just ditching me? That's what I'm trying to get at. I need a few clarifications, Chris, because where I'm going with Loki is time travel's complex talk. Because it's all theories anyway. But I needed to know if there's one main timeline, which is the MCU continuity, which is where you see, which I see.
Okay, because that was my dad. So what's going on?
All right. Where they took Loki, it was a pocket dimension, right?
No. They took
No.
him to the existence that's outside of time.
That's what I meant, like a pocket dimension. A pocket dimension so they can give him the quick and dirty exposition of what the hell's going on and why we need you. So he
Yeah.
doesn't fuck with the other timelines. Or ifs, or Crisis World connections, correct? So,
Yep.
for one, you need a pocket dimension. If that's already established in WandaVision, which Chris just told me is a pocket dimension, okay?
Yep.
A pocket dimension can be used because you are outside the confines of time. It's a separate dimension in itself. That's the concept
Yep.
of a pocket dimension. So if so you can that makes sense. Take a Loki that has still kind of a semi-blank slate, because he didn't get his massive character development till, like I said, the 3 movies, the Thor movies and some Infinity War. So he's still a bit of an asshole-ish, and he's got his cockiness, which is what made Loki pretty cool. And then he humbled him out. Okay. So, that's a good start, and the main antagonist who's fucking with time is Loki himself, correct? But is this the Loki that has already been through all the shit? Like,
I believe...
Endgame
Yeah.
and all that stuff that already saw his...
The possibility, I think he's the dead one because
The dead
they
Loki that
teased-
saw all the shit. You know what I mean? He just
they
made up with his
teased
brother, and then...
one thing.
Okay.
They teased Mephisto, the devil.
Oh, Mephistopheles. Mephistopheles.
Yeah.
Get that damn thing right. So they tease
So
Mephistopheles.
it's a possibility that it could be him.
Okay, so this could be, and that would make sense too, is to grab the Loki
Or-
that... Can I finish
or
my damn
one-
talk? Because this
Okay.
involves time travel too.
Alright.
Yeah, right. You can discuss this with the guy you have beef with there.
I'm gonna
Okay.
kill you.
Oh yeah, you can kill me alright. 1,000 ways to die. I'll take the pin method. Okay, so by pocket dimension, what we were saying. So the Loki that is probably the antagonist is the Loki that probably saw all the shit happen, and let's not forget, that Loki just saw, Ragnarok happen.
Yeah.
Everybody he loves is dead, according to his knowledge. He may not be aware of Endgame yet, but Infinity War, Loki's dead. So he's brought back to life. Okay, you're already fucked up in the head from that. You just got back and bonded with your brother, and all this other stuff, and then, like, reset. How to make sense there? That would make sense why you would bring that Loki as the antagonist against this Loki. Because to his knowledge, and maybe he didn't get to see the event of Endgame itself because he was dead, and resurrected. So he doesn't know what all 4 went through. You know, the grieving, the whole Kubla circle. He doesn't know any of that. He doesn't
No,
know what 4
Loki.
went through.
No, Chris said that Loki. Here's the thing. The blip only brought back the people that were raised by the stones. Loki wasn't one of them because he was already dead before
Yeah,
that. No,
I know
we're
that.
talking about that one.
That Loki was dead. I know that fact. He died before the snap happened. I was aware of that because that's why I said he was permanent. Okay? He was supposed to be permanent. Because he couldn't be brought back because you have to be... The only people brought back were ones because of the snap. Okay.
There's only some people who could be brought back from the dead if there is.
I'm not even gonna get up how fucked up it would be to see someone you love that had just evaporated in your eyes appear 8 years later, and that many years have passed. Not such good things to people that came back.
Now the only thing the kicker is
But anyway, let me go back to the Loki thing, because people are probably wondering. That's a good point to bring Loki back, and a good Loki to bring back, because to his knowledge, Ragnarok
I'm just saying if you have Mephisto brings him back the body.
The freaking story.
It's like we already know the fucking shit.
Hey, time travel's complex. Now shut up.
I know.
Let me talk to it, or else I'll just.
Hey, but I know my fair share of time travel.
Yeah, but when I have to explain how we could pull this off on narrative law correctly, and so I can destroy all these SJW's logic, I have to go on literally an essay.
What I was saying would have added to what you were. It would emphasize further because they were.
Mephistopheles probably came in there, brought back dead-bodied Loki. That probably brought him back post-Endgame. So he probably knows definitely, and Mephistopheles loves messing up shits. He started War fucking Heaven, okay? And we ain't even touched Christianity in the MCU yet, as far as I know.
I think we didn't touch also the fucked up shit he did to Spider-Man's life.
No, we didn't touch Christianity. Like,
No, I know.
Angels.
No, remember Aunt May. Aunt May is basically, I think, a Catholic Christian in the comics. So
God. and the
Oh
devil.
yeah, no.
We ain't touched
That's
God
Spawn's territory.
and the devil. I'm just saying, we ain't touched Mephistopheles and
Oh,
that shenanigans.
Ghost Rider.
Okay?
I meant to say Ghost Rider. That's his territory. Which he's getting brought into. They're saying he's forming.
Let me finish. Mephistopheles bringing back the dead, that's kind of an old trick, deal with the devil type situation. The one thing, I wonder if Mephistopheles pulled it off, he doesn't bring people back from the dead without a price. Somebody has to make a deal with Mephistopheles for him to do that kind of shit. Because he can't just go around and fiddle just for the lulz, do that. He has to have a contract. That's
Yeah, he's not Blackheart.
He has to have a freaking contract. You sign a deal with him, that's how he screwed over most of the freaking Ghost Riders.
Souls.
He plays with what they have cherished most, like Johnny's dad's about to die. Oh, freak cancer! And then he rigs it so he dies of a freak accident. Mephistopheles will obey the contract, but he goes around what's written in the contract. So, somebody signed a contract with Mephistopheles, if Mephistopheles is being introduced.
Wait, I gotta ask Chris. Chris, did you get a chance to watch the episode?
Yeah, I think he has. So
I just
that's
know.
one thing about Mephistopheles we got to throw into consideration here. Somebody made a deal with literally the devil. A false bargain. But what was the price? That's where this is probably where it's leading at, because, and now we have the blanks now leading back to Loki, because we already know this is Loki that had in-game experience for Ragnarok, probably doesn't know jack shit on some stuff, because Mephistopheles likes bringing you back fucked up. Just look at what all happened to the poor Johnnies.
Oh yeah.
He loves messing with your life, so this would be within his territories. He's seen episode 1. Okay, so Mephistopheles would love to do this shit for the lulz. But he's an evil bastard anyway. Let's go right here. So, the Time Travelers, or the Watchers, correct? Brought back...
I forgot their name. Just call them the TPA.
The Watchers. I'm just going to call them the Watchers, because that's what the people theorized for years they were. The Watchers brought back Loki from,
Post-Avengers. Yeah, Tesseract situation with Chitauri.
So he had not yet... Had he already, been to the multiple worlds yet?
He hasn't been to the... Yeah, he has... Thor 2 hasn't happened yet.
Thor 2 has not happened yet, where he was fixing shit with Thor, correct? Okay.
Yep.
So that's the perfect Loki to bring in this situation if you're going to deal with yourself. Why not bring in somebody who's completely arrogant of all the shit that happens, but then you give him a quick and dirty exposition dump with him seeing all that happens? Which what you told me he did. He did see all the things. He saw, didn't experience, but he saw...
It's like they show it to him. They show it to him like in a slideshow movie. Then when he sees the death of his mom, that's when he's like, wait, what? Because he wasn't listening at first. Most of the episode, he is Loki, the pain in the ass, arrogant... Shut up, but he has never...
Shut the fuck up. I'm talking, you talk when you're talking to, because man...
He's never met people that have been able to also speak on, like, compare to him and talk. So, you know the guy from Wedding Crashers?
Vince Vaughn, or, what is the...
I forgot the short one, not the, I don't think it's Vince Vaughn, I think it's the other one. He's the time cop that teams up with Loki.
Alright.
The crazy one, like he's so that crazy guy.
I know that, it's Woody Harrelson, and it's like something. But anyway, so he's basically, alright, yeah, okay. The best way to do a time traveling, messing with a time traveler, is if you're going to, what they're going to run into is probably called the grandfather's theory, where you can't meet yourself. But you could use...
But if this is if it's like... Okay, that's not... We're saying this out there, we're not saying this is going, but it's like it could go in that direction.
I'm bringing in that theory.
How it sets.
Hold on, John, hold on. One of the theories of time travel is the grandfather theory. You cannot meet yourself. So, one of the tricks they can pull is, Loki's aware of this big exhibition, that's why Woody Dude exists. He is the intermediary he's the agent between them. They can't just shake hands. Like, say, he could look across the other Loki from a building to building and go, fuck you, bitch, and then send the guy to go over there and do his thing, tussle. Okay? That doesn't break the laws of one of the theories. That's one way to
And plus, they say, I want to quote the
Let me
people
finish.
have a...
Let me finish. We are also dealing with the factor that this does not take place within the main MCU timeline. Because you said you were shown multiple Infinity Stones, correct?
Yes, but no, this takes place... Okay, but the one they're focusing on is the main MCU timeline to see the effects of what this has caused. Like, what Loki teleporting out of there just could have caused to the timeline.
let me just I will get to that anyway. They showed Stone showing that the event has happened multiple timelines through multiple things, right?
Yep.
And what this guy's statement is, he thinks, oh, well, free will and fate exists. Like, this is always going to happen and can happen and will happen. You can't jump off a bridge and you will always jump off the bridge. You can't stop yourself from jumping off the bridge. Well, fuck you, because most time travel stories are written like that. They start out, everything's set in fate. You will die at the age of 35, and there's no getting around that. Well, usually the time traveler will find some way of getting around that hole by, like, faking his death at 35 and making it to 36, 37, you know what I mean? So, he has to find a way to defy fate. That's what one of the themes of Berserk was. Free will versus fate. Okay, Guts was free will, Griffin was fate. I'm just going to go that far, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the theme would probably still be we're going, Loki has free will. He's taken on the exception of time. Here's the thing. He's free will. The Loki that's already been through all the shit is the one that's been through fate and has experienced fate of all that shit that's happened. Now this Loki's got no strings attached. Don't bring to me the meme that was because of Age of Ultron. I've got no strings attached, which is a terrifying song. When given that context of that robot, that makes things complicated. Because now you have a free will Loki fighting a fated Loki that's already experienced crap. That's where the introducing dialogue's going to come in.
Yep.
Okay. Because you've already got one who's got... what happened in this episode was probably a massive reality check and an epiphany.
Yes.
He probably just got massively humbleized and smacked across the face. And then I would have loved it if Woody Harrelson had Thor's gauntlet and just smacked him across the face. Go, by the way, that was from your brother. He gave me his gauntlet. He wanted to punch you.
He got worse. Loki got fucked. Loki got worse. Fucked with than that. I'm telling you now. It was funny to watch. Because
what did they humbleize him with was a punch to the face. They have to have that. That's a common trope when dealing with this too.
Okay, when he was trying to, spoiler warning, when he was trying to escape, because he figured out how to get through that cop and the time travel little thing, because they have these little watch devices. I'm gonna call them watch devices simpler because it's like this little thing they could like Loki tried to.
What happened to him? Just
it lets you reset time. So he was messing with the cop chick. Then he tried to sneak out. He found the desk attendant who had taken the Tesseract as evidence. So Loki got it back, but then when he opened the drawer, he was like, "What?" There was multiple time stones, multiple reality stones, a couple soul stones, a couple time stones, and he was like, "What the fuck?" So then he just went back to that room that he was interrogated in. Not interrogated, but it was like more like a friendly interrogation, just to prod at him. He looked through all the tapes, saw everything that possibly and that shit smacked him in the head. So when the cop tried to come back thinking Loki was gonna snap, he was like, "Look, all right, what do you want from me? What do we got? This and this shit's happened. And he's like, look,
he found the reality and thought he could fiddle with the shit, and then gets the massive epiphany wake after he was going to pull some sneaky shit. Damn.
Yep.
Okay.
But the guy who's teaming up with him is actually interested because he says Loki can change. He can see it.
Yeah, he has the potential to change because now he knows, you know, he was actually loved by his father, which is something he wanted.
Because in some instances, in some parts of the Norse mythology, Loki has not always been evil.
No, he's actually been
It's just his decisions. His decisions fuck things up.
Oh yeah, there's a reason he's called the god of trickery. I mean, he's like Mephistopheles in a way. I mean, you can make a deal with the guy, but you're gonna get screwed over in the end. He'll uphold his end of the bargain, but it doesn't mean I can't, you know, I don't know, make sure that you got stabbed in the back by your best friend? By a fake accident? Yeah, that he's known as the god of treachery and, you know, trickery and treachery.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So, we have the multiverse of theory. So, since he's been pulled out of one of the true main timeline, that's where things get messed up, okay?
Yep.
Free will and fate will be basically one of the main themes in time travel. Why this guy has a problem with it is because time travel stories and hard science fiction have always used this. I mean, Voyager, Star Trek Voyager, a train wreck written show, has used this. Okay? They used time travel before. This is not a new thing. But it all comes down to who's writing the script.
What about Lost in Space?
Which one? The crappy movie?
The crappy movie had time travel to a degree because that it did have time travel. Remember?
It had a blip. At that time, I thought rewatched that movie again. Okay, I'm aware that it was a dumb. That was the dumbest form I've ever seen.
It's a guilty pleasure because I like the part where they start blasting, where that guy armors up and blasts the spiders.
Wait, you like it because you get to see spiders killed. Never mind you don't count.
Fuck you! It was beautiful, but fuck those things, man! I think that's what initiated my fear when I saw those, because that shit scared the fuck out of me.
When the guy found out a human can mutate into a spider? Did you freak out then?
Kinda, sorta, but then when I saw him get stabbed up, I was like, yeah, fuck him.
Okay.
Those little ones, no, the little ones, fuck them.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm back. I'm on my internet. Yeah, my internet's shitty too, Chris. Today for some reason, that's why I'm playing a low thing that won't cost that much on streaming. So you can probably watch the repeat and comment or in the next stream. You got that part. So the theme will be free will versus fate, and this guy's a dumbass because time travel has been used many times in a lot better fiction written works. I just question DC's methods sometimes.
Yeah. Give me Marvel.
Marvel. My bad. We were talking about DC for so long.
But I'm surprised on how entertaining it was. It's the first thing I've watched since the MCU Endgame. I haven't watched anything since.
Yeah, because to many people, like, that's what stopped being good. Which is understandable. So.
Yeah. This introduces a new concept. And I think it's meant to be they've stated that the Loki series is meant to be fun, not too serious. And I think that's what this fucking guy's problem. He wanted something endgame level.
I'll tell you what, I can see why that could happen, because if this is, you know, Endgame was a good one and all that stuff, but how can I say this?
But think about it, this Loki is not the one we know, so it's gonna be almost ridiculous through his eyes.
Yeah, you need to have some lightheartedness after all the damn serious crap that's going on. That doesn't mean you can't make the movie serious at points. I mean, you can have your laughter and comedy, and then you can have some dark and serious. AKA, I point to Dragon Quest, one of the most depressing gut-heart series in existence that JRPGs make. Dragon Quest V being the most severe. You want to talk about darkness? Yeah, you got yourself there. Libra knows how dark Dragon Quest V was. So yeah, what they're using is basically the multiverse to the fullest effect that it can be, and it taking place within the main continuity, which is a form of, can we try to have our cake and eat it too? The Dependent, it basically this will boil down to one thing, is can they have competent writing? Because to do a time travel story properly, you have to be very, very careful. Because it's very easy to screw up. One screw up, and you screw up your entire show. Star Trek Voyager. I hate to keep bringing back Voyager, but Voyager used time travel and fucked shit up a lot. So, am I the only one who watched Star Trek Voyager and knows of the bad writing in that? Well, Christopher Barker, I explained how that can be used to decent effect. But, like I said, it boils down to competent writing, which is a rarity nowadays. Nowadays, you just have bad writing. I know, people. We want good writers, but we can't have good writers sometimes.
She's using a clip from The Dark Knight, copyright. We're gonna listen to one review for torture.
No. Who's watching a clip from The Dark Knight?
And because it's Anna, also the Star Wars Girl, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the MCU's latest installment, Loki episode
Who is that?
1. Now, warning,
Guess.
there will be a ton of
No,
spoilers.
that's not Star Wars Girl. Get that chick off my screen. Get that chick off my screen.
Yo.
I've already explained once. Don't make me lose my voice.
So,
Are you really gonna lose your voice?
I've already explained, I've already given you extras and tried to shut you up multiple times because you keep interrupting my lectures of time travel. So I don't have time to listen to a dumb SJW, anti-SJW, flip-floppy bitch that can't make up her mind what she wants to be and infects woke culture to some other YouTubers. I ain't got time for that shit.
There you go. That's all I
Already
needed.
talking
You're
cop-
off your, I just needed you to get on the soapbox real quick.
I'm already dealing with enough, talking about enough complex crappies within your shows. Because, I mean, okay, here's a bad idea. Is this show being handled by Kathleen Kennedy?
No.
Okay,
No.
then you...
No.
Any woke writer? Exactly, Christopher. I cannot stand that woman. The only reason I found out...
Nothing woke was in the show.
Not woke her. I'm referring to that she's woke. She just puts wokeness in anything she touches. She's like the YouTube Kathleen Kennedy. She'll take a non-woke YouTuber and turn them woke. And infect them with the worst forms of warfare. And then she'll try to create a Phantom Menace 2.0. Or Gatekeepers. Don't get me started on that girl's track record.
I mean, Doomcock Overlord is done.
So, there we go. Yeah, if she doesn't like time travel, then people need to start thinking outside the box. Because time travel is literally narrative cheating. Now, you can use time travel right. There's a few ways to use time travel.
You know what
right.
they want? They want Back to the Future time travel.
Back to the Future time travel was not written well. It was cheesy and corny. That's what made it fun. No, when you
know what I mean.
I understand. The time travel in Back to the Future was not good time travel. A freaking pallet, what the fuck is that car? Can travel through time? What the fuck? What the hell? I mean, sorry, no.
Damn it.
I mean, I can go some things. And then we make a train become a time machine, and it doesn't. You get that. There's problems. And then let's not forget that the Marty McFly that had there was the one that had everything. Yeah. What about the one that didn't get to time trap and replace? Yeah, there's massive problems with time travel. That time travel has a whole lot of problems. Don't get me started on poor Marty McFly. I think his name was Marty McFly. Whew. It's alligators! But yes, time travel.
Okay.
Now, if we want time travel used properly, there's two ways you can write time travel properly and still have it in your story. One, you literally almost isekai your character. Throw him back to events that before he was born and stuff like that, and just be like the walking anomaly that knows how to try to prevent shit. I mean, like, that's like throwing me in Germany right before World War II happens, and me trying to kill Hitler before it happens. That's a bit of an extreme example, but hey. Or maybe create a version where Hitler's not such a horrible person. Just saying. There are various ways to write time travel and it be finally good. There's that message. There's the room where you just touch upon it. You could have the time travel be stuck there from the very distant future. DC did that. What was the one guy that had the costume ripped apart by Doomsday? That was from like the 25th century.
I think so.
You remember him, right? He was blonde. He was always hitting on that one girl. It was in the older comic.
I'm trying to remember.
He was from way in the future and got flung back here, but he had all the super tech.
Oh, Final Fantasy X?
No! Final Fantasy X, Tidus doesn't technically... Well, he technically comes from a time when machinery was high, and he's flown in the future where machinery's gone.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it just reminded me of.
Yeah, but there was a DC character that probably been forgotten that had
Well, because think about it, Tidus was blonde, so you just...
Jesus. John.
You see how I'm coming? Okay, you can't say that the similarity ain't fucking uncanny, okay? No, we were just on a Final Fantasy related topic.
So yeah, time travel is a very tight rope to walk. Now, if we're dealing, one thing they can pull is basically this Loki's trying to stop the Loki that's already been through the character development from pulling some crazy shit, because he's Loki. Regardless, Loki still has those crazy shenanigans that he likes to pull. Loki will always be Loki, even if humbleized, he does like to pull his shenanigans.
Oh yeah, Loki pulls a lot of shenanigans. I pull a lot of shenanigans.
He will pull shit just for the fun, just to mess with somebody.
Oh, they did a scene like that was so fucking hysterical. They showed a scene from Loki's past. Actually, speaking of which, they did show a scene from his past where he lost a bet with Thor and Heimdall, so he had to be a mortal going on a plane to say that there was a bomb aboard, and he left with tons of cash that he found on the plane. So basically, he had to rob a plane.
See, something like that. Loki's got even this new evil Loki has.
But he lost a bet. That's the funny part. He was like, I lost a bet. So when he jumped out of the plane, no, actually, what he really had to do, everyone got off the plane. He paid the attendant of the plane and all them to get off. So he had to fly the plane into the air, all the way up as high as possible, then jump out the back with the money, and then he was like this, Heimdall! And then Heimdall, the Rainbow Bridge popped up and yanked him. That sounds like something an immature Thor would fucking do to his brother.
Yes.
Knowing Loki would like to fuck around, he would want to see how far Loki would do something stupid.
Because if there's one thing in Norse mythology that's actually true, Loki does.
Because this
like
scene took place like in the 80s, or it took place like in the 90s or something, but it was like on one of those real nice planes that kind of still look like the ones from today.
Oh. Yeah. Nice planes from today.
You know which ones I'm talking about, the rich ones.
Yes.
So he darted the fuck off, and that shit was funny, and then I was like, oh my god, because he had real short hair. He had no long hair in that thing either. It looked like yours, but brushed backwards if it was longer, like Wesker.
Yeah, so I bet that's one thing they'll probably keep a characteristic of Loki is that. Even the evil Loki there. But one of the things they've yet to establish within the MCU that I'm aware of is Ghost Rider and Christianity and God and the devil.
Which that's what's coming. Like I guess
they
Blade.
They use the Loki show as a way to introduce that concept. We're still early in the show.
They already have a planned concept of when that's introduced. It's being brought in with Blade, possibly Morbius, and somebody the fuck out. Because Ghost Rider is coming. He's gonna meet with Blade because he's one of the members of.
Doesn't have to be about Ghost Rider. It's a way to introduce the concept of God and Mephistopheles.
Blade.
I'll
tell you that's what they're gonna do.
In TV show format.
TV format?
Yes, not movies. Not movies. TV show format. You can use this. It's a way to introduce. You don't have to show them. No, it's a way to introduce the lore. Ghost Rider's lore. And if you're going to use Mephistopheles to bring back the dead Loki, what better way to introduce the lore of Mephistopheles?
Oh yeah.
So, other than time travel that they could fix, they could just use time travel as a gimmick, like a little mechanic, you know? Oh, this isn't truly a time travel story per se. We just had to grab this Loki to fight this Loki, and that's what fix things. We're not going to be hopping around time.
Yep.
Because if, like I said, if Mephistopheles is there, things are about to get bad. Like, really bad. I mean, look at San Venganza in the bad Nicolas Cage film. He did that for the lols.
Oh yeah.
Killed an entire town, made a deal with the poor guy for the lols. So Mephistopheles does not mess around. So, yeah. If you're going to introduce Mephistopheles, that's a good way to introduce a threat. Mephistopheles is a bit of a threat in himself. And what better way if you're going to use Loki as a springboard, because Loki was originally an antagonist and the first antagonist of the Avengers films, if I'm following my memory right, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Then to use the first antagonist as, hey, Q's here. Then to use him as a way to introduce the next big threat, Mephistopheles. What better way to have an antagonist be the ones that introduce the antagonist of the next coming movies? I mean, I'm imagining he'll be playing his big roles as, you know, Mephistopheles in the coming up. Can you believe that was the guy Palpatine? For those of you who aren't aware of this, the guy who played Mephistopheles in Nicolas Cage Joker. I mean, not Nicolas Cage.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was someone else.
I thought it was him. I thought it was the guy who played Palpatine.
No, I had to remember. I was like, no, wait. No, it wasn't.
You sure about that?
They should have, but they didn't. At the time, he was doing Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, but he worked on that. Remember, he didn't have to have makeup on.
No, that wasn't him. That was somebody else that people were, another old guy
that looks like him?
Yeah.
Okay.
This dude actually looks like he's him, but if he was taller. Because, you know, Palpatine ain't that fucking tall.
His actor.
His actor's not tall either!
I'm just saying, I'm not saying Palpatine is, I'm referring to Palpatine's actor.
Yeah, Palpatine's actor. He's my height.
Yeah. He's not that tall anyway. They use camera tricks in it, but anyway. Yeah.
Anakin out of the suit is fucking tall, bigger than him.
I know, everybody's taller than Palpatine, even Padme to a degree, which is hilarious. Well, we could make fun of
one evil bastard.
See, I have an idea. That's why Palpatine's so mean in the comics and continuity. He's embarrassed of his height problem. He has a problem with the fact that he was born short. He didn't drink enough milk growing up. So he's very pissed off at most of his apprentices for being taller than him. I don't like the rule of two because everyone's taller than me. I'm gonna make a joke on that, I'm sorry.
His master, I think, was 7 foot?
I'm just saying, I'm having to make a joke. I don't want to...
Pelagius? Like you say it, Pelagius?
Plagueis?
Yeah, now you say Plagueis, you say fucking Pelagius. I'm like, who's getting plagiarized? What?
But regardless, I think we've found out I've explained the best I can to time travel.
Mm-hmm.
Without getting way too over the top of philosophical. But I think that's enough for as it is with the time travel of Loki shenanigans. Closing statements on anything else other than that. Do you think the Loki show has potential? I will say that. But
it has potential to be like a fun. It's like a fun romp through time, and there's been great stories of them that Bill and Ted
is missing right now. We haven't had something that
originality.
Not only originality, but that's just straight up meant to be for lulls and laughter. I understand DC lately has just been
Shazam. Is the
yeah,
only thing.
Shazam was the last fun laughter one. That was kind of many people.
They're gonna
enjoyed
keep
it.
with that though.
I think they need to have every now and then a few stories, even TV shows, where we're not here to take this blunt point seriously. Yeah, we're going to introduce serious threats and lore for the show, but we're here to give you something a little less depressing.
Yeah, think about it. We just came off something fucking depressing. Endgame is fucking depressing to a degree.
Yeah, you lose Tony Stark.
I mean, there was a lot of fucking depressing shit going on.
So you really kind of do, in a way, need something less to lighten out that whole horror ordeal that happened. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm gonna laugh my ass off if Chris Pratt, you know, how they made fun of him being fat. If Loki, through his things, goes to the main timeline and meets that Chris Pratt, goes, "What the fuck happened to you, brother?" And Chris Pratt pulls some arrogant form of
Oh no, that's Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Pratt is Star-Lord.
Oops, my bad. I gotta admit. Or Loki meets Star-Lord.
Man, I expected you to say who?
I got them mixed up. They're both Chris. Okay, how's it hard? So it's easy to mess up to that. But it's just, oh my god, Loki meeting Star-Lord would be hilarious. Especially
oh, dude, those two. Star-Lord will fucking curse Loki out.
Well, let's have Loki, if he's going to be jumping through certain points of the main MCU timeline, just make him so he interacts with them. You know, you could make it so Loki's the reason why they picked up Thor in Endgame. Or whatever it was. What was the one where they picked up Thor?
Infinity War.
Infinity War, yeah, you find out that's why. He bumped into them somehow, and Loki's like, "Hey, I think my brother's drifting around. If you run into Thor, could you do me a favor?" And Star-Lord at that time is still an arrogant prick, and God, the shenanigans they could get to in poor Gamora. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, Keo, I'm gonna let you know something fucked up. Somebody on Twitter says they hope Nomura writes the next Kingdom Hearts game.
That's gonna happen.
No, and then they want him to. He teased an MMO.
That was gonna happen too. A new MOBA game. He's canceling all his MOBA games.
No, I'm talking about like an online MMO for platforms and that. Yeah.
If I get to do the Keyblade board and stab you with a Keyblade, I'll be very happy.
No, it's gonna be the Keyblade Wars. That's what it is.
That's what I'm saying. Give me the true Keyblade War. Instead of those creepy, the stupid chibi stuff. I want the Keyblade War.
If it's the Keyblade War and we get to fight in like, because I think about the Keyblade War is just gonna be a big ass free for. If that should be a battle royale. That should be a free for all. I can't believe I'm fucking saying this. That should be a free for all battle royale, so I can find a Keyblade and shove it up your ass for ruining the shit for me.
That's exactly the point. Maybe they'll make the MMO that kind of thing. It's got that mechanic on it. There you go. Hopeful thoughts. Yeah, I mean, I would like it if, Chris, you just gave a great idea of something that if they did would be hilarious as hell. Tune in next time because of the cheesy cartoon on Loki. Will he meet his brother? If you have a cheeky narrator, like next time on Dragon Ball, there's this cheeky narrator, and you put that in there, that'd be hilarious. But please meet an arrogant Star-Lord and all the arrogant characters that were in there. Can you imagine? Oh my God! I just thought of another one.
Hey,
Loki
Keo, they want you to watch Star Wars, girl.
No. None of my chat say that.
All right, everybody, we're gonna put him in a catch-22. Keo, I got a catch-22 for you.
You're not putting me in a catch-22. You already got me a 1 by maybe considering breaking my.
Oh no, this is a yeah, it's another one.
I'm not watching Star Wars Girl unless there's some benefit for me.
No. There is a
benefit.
benefit. There's two. No, there's two options. I'm gonna be able to get you now. Star Wars Girl or Hanzo the Razor.
No, neither one. You
gotta make a decision.
No.
And I gotta see who's at the door. Hold on.
Did I just kill this turtle for no reason? Do it. That's I think what you're trying to say.
How might I address your needs, sir?
Kioma,
Yes?
how do you piss off the Daimon?
I have no clue at this point.
I'm saying, what do you know pisses him off? God damn it!
I don't know. You in general?
Well done, to my mind. Good day.
Kyo, you're gonna put a bullet in my head. Kyo,
What? I'm in the middle of a battle.
my mom got me sushi.
So?
I'm eating it right now.
It. It's not like you're eating it on camera either.
Oh, I might save it for when I get my computer fixed in. Oh, God, why they don't leave me alone?
I think I can hit him! There! Get him! You cannot outrun us! Give up! Intruder! Help! Interloper! Raise the alarm!
Likes Tifa.
Wait, what? Rude can kiss my ass.
Is she playing the
I'll
remake?
fucking... No, the original. I will fucking kill Rude myself. If I'm playing through Cloud, I get Tifa. Fucker.
Shit, I ain't got no rations. I'm missing.
I condemn Kyo to Harakiri.
Well, I would say this is the Matter Here Discord episode 3 contract almost over.
Alright. I actually got my food now. I should get off and eat so I can finish.
Yep, and I think we've talked enough for one day on Star Wars and shenanigans.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I'm gonna get off here. We're all taking a break.
Alright, we'll probably see you all tomorrow. Have a good night.